Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Community Connections. As you can tell, we are in a different location today. We are at the Lopit Foundation, 1221 Theodore Worth Parkway in North Minneapolis. And we are here with Volunteers of America as they're having a community health fair. This is the opportunity to put resources in the hands of the community that are here on behalf of the community. There are so many organizations being represented here. They're doing different screenings for dementia, as well as glucose testing. There are people here doing hearing loss screenings. There's a raffle going on. There's confidential memory screenings, blood pressure checks. There's a mobile clinic outside. There are so many different things taking place right here. This event is taking place from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. So if you are interested in coming down and connecting, as well as getting some resources right here in our neck of the woods, in our very own backyard, you're going to want to come down to this event. Later on in the episode, we're going to go around and talk to some of the vendors about their work in the community, and as well as some of the resources that they offer. Please stay tuned. This is going to be a really good episode, and I'm excited to bring this information to viewers.
Ergaan armaan gadii kun waajjira eegumsa fayyaa Minisootaatiin isiniif dhiyaata. Gara biyya biraa imaluudhaaf karoora qabdanii yoo imaluuf karoora qabaattan isinii fi miseensonni maatii keessanii talaallii dhibee gifiraa, dhukkuba maanfisii fi rubeelaa yookiin MMR fudhachuu keessan mirkaneeffadha. Dhibeen gifiraa dhukkuba baay'ee daddarbaa ta'ee fi yeroo namni dhukkuba kanaan qabame qufa'u yookiin haxxifatu qilleensa keessa babal'atudha. Talaallii fudhachuun immoo dhukkuba gifiraatiin akka hin qabamne nama ittisuu danda'a. Imalarraa deebitanii torban 3 keessatti mallattoolee akka laydaa yookiin dhaqna gubaa fi madaa diimatee qaamatti bahu yoo ofirratti argitan doktora keessanitti bilbilaa. Iddoo itti imaltanii turtan ibsaa fi odeeffannoo dabalataatiif liinkii armaan gadii kana tuquudhaan daawwadha.
Tuesday Glover. I'm with Volunteers of America, and I'm the director of the Culturally Responsive Caregiver Support and Dementia Services Program.
Now talk to me about the nature of today's event. I know that the current, theme for today's event is putting resources in the hands of the community. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
So we had the opportunity of getting funding from Living Well at Home grant. And so we go into the community for this funding and bring resources right into the community, like a person-centered approach. So we had like 3 fairs, and this is our 3rd one this year. So we're just bringing the resources to the community, culturally appropriate resources.
How important is that to have for those that may be elders or maybe caregivers?
It is so important. I mean, we really appreciate the different westernized resources, but we'd hate for a family to have to adjust their culture in order to have some good resources. For instance, like food support. I mean, if a family's looking for food support, we look high and low to try to find a resource for them to be able to have culturally appropriate food for their family, and anything else that they desire, we ask them first before reaching out and try to just give them anything, the westernized kind of resources.
Now, you guys are offering screenings here for confidential screenings for dementia, as well as glucose checks and a few others. And you mentioned having the mobile clinic outside. Can you talk about some of the services that are being provided out there at the mobile clinic?
So today, we just kind of have it as a profile, but we usually have our nurse Keisha. She's an African-American registered nurse. She's on the mobile clinic, and they're doing the glucose, the cholesterol checks. We do a PHQ-9, which is a depression assessment, and giving resources for those outcomes. And then we also do a memory screen. We found that most people that have a memory screen in a clinic cannot even complete the memory screen because it has a clock or something that's not culturally appropriate on there. So what we've done, we connected with a doctor, a neurologist, and we created a risk factor assessment, which all cultures can use. And then we have a brain health test as well. So
I think that's really important, not only talking about basic needs, like you said, food and doing prevention, but also providing resources for things that we may not think about, which is mental health of our elders. A lot of them are spending time in isolation, and they're not always able to express themselves adequately, or to someone that they may trust and say, I may need some support. So having that here, I think, encourages people to not only address their mental health, but also stay on top of it, whether it be prevention by talking to somebody early, or by joining a Zoom group or something like that that's getting them out of the house. I saw that there was a group here that's offering physical fitness classes for elders, so getting them moving is going to be essential. We are so excited to be here with you today. Thank you for having us Tuesday.
thank you.
I am currently here with,
Lucilla Addison.
and you work with Volunteers of America doing what specifically?
I am the Volunteers of America Culturally Responsive Caregiver Support Dementia Services Project Manager.
That is a mouthful. Ms. LaFilia, can you talk to me a little bit about your role with the organization?
My role is to make this happen. I am the project manager, so I go in the community, I talk about dementia, we talk about the risks that apply toward dementia, like blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol. So we try and do screenings to help people be aware. It's called education, communication, and awareness. So that's what we're about, is trying to make an awareness for the community. And right now, African Americans and people of color are growing rapidly with Alzheimer's. So we have to make an awareness so people know that there's dangers, there's risk factors, and that's what I do. I talk a lot, so excuse me, but I like to go to different vendors like we're here today, getting communicated with all the different people in the community, bringing them together about health.
So what was what would have been the lead inclination about having some of these specific vendors that we have here? Because we have the gamut of different people being represented, yes.
And that is the best part, is because you have to be healed from your head down to your feet. So we have representation that can take care of your heart, your breast, your mind, your body. So we have quite a variety here today.
I think this is so important. Now, Tuesday was just sharing with us that this is the third event that you all have had like this. As we're heading into spring, what are some of the events that you guys have coming up on the horizon for seniors as well as other people in the community?
We're going to continue doing our Zoom meetings that we talk about brain health, we talk about wellness. We have a cultural community connection where we bring someone like yourself to talk to us about what's going on in the community that can help seniors. So we're going to continue with that. Prayerfully, we'll have some more health fairs coming up this year.
Now, I'm sure you guys are backed. You guys were talking about the grant that you guys just recently received, but what do you all stand in need of? How can the community plug in with you and support the work that you guys are doing?
Right now, we have a great need for respite help for caregivers, because our caregivers that are taking care of their loved ones with dementia, they need a break. We talk about self-care. So we have we're building a database of volunteers that can come together and provide respite. Just give that caregiver a break to go get their nails done, take a walk around the block, something like that. So we need volunteers.
And for people that are interested in actually fulfilling that role, how are they best able to connect or plug in to provide that support?
They can contact Volunteers of America, and they can ask for Lufilia or Tuesday, and we can connect you with our team and help you become a volunteer for us.
Thank you so much for having us out here, Ms. Lufilia. It's been a pleasure to not only get a chance to talk to you today, but come out to the event and see all of the amazing vendors you all have for our community.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is my passion. Dementia, because in my family, my own story, my mother's suffering from Alzheimer's, my father, I've had family members, my brother passed away. So to be here at this moment in my life, to be a part of something this grand is just awesome to me.
I think that is so important to hear you not only share your personal connection, but also what fuels you day to day to make sure that other people don't become a statistic of such preventable issues facing our communities.
That's it. That says it all right there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With
Hi, I'm Dr. Galen Richards.
Minister Dr. Ora Hoax.
Ethel Livingston.
Thelma Duclet.
the rest of you.
Bonita Robinson.
Luella Williams.
Kamar.
Zanita DeGue.
And lastly, did you get a chance to say your name? Okay, I want to make sure I wasn't missing anybody. I apologize. You were stepping to the side. And you ladies are here representing what organization today?
We're here with the Breast Cancer Education Association and the Breast Cancer Champions. We reach out into communities to help women be informed and make decisions about getting screened for breast cancer.
Can you talk to me about what the day-to-day work of your group actually looks like for people that may not be familiar with the work of your organization?
The Breast Cancer Education Association has been around for 23 years. We're all volunteer, and one of the programs under the BCEA is the Breast Cancer Champions, and that has been around for 11 years. We reach into communities of African heritage. We're currently funded through the Masonic Cancer Center to reach women, help them to be informed and make decisions and be screened. Our overall organization, our mission is to bring education to all individuals, communities, families, and other organizations that impact on people on the cancer journey.
Wonderful. Can you share what you guys are doing out in the community as spring is heading out for people to start coming in and tap in with you guys in the community?
Oh my gosh, we are always busy. On May 17th, we'll be planning and hosting a community health fair at the All Nations Seventh Adventist Church. And then we have several from that we either be asked to be tabled, present, plan, and host. So we have a whole calendar, and you can go on the BCA website and find our calendar.
That's wonderful. Now, you guys are here at the Community Health Fair event. Can you talk about some of the resources that you guys are offering to people that are stopping by?
We actually have quite a focus on breast cancer screening and mammograms, but we also bring information on local cancer resources. And because we also represent really health of the community, we have information for gentlemen on prostate, colon, cervical cancer, and we also always bring a breast model so we can help women understand their own anatomy and what to look for when they're doing their exams.
Now, we know that you guys are backed by your organization, but how can the community tap in and support the work that you guys are doing?
We would just love to have you join us at an event and learn more about us. And we hope in the future, I have 12 on the champion team, 12. And we'd love to grow and replicate in other areas of Minnesota and also in other communities. Every community, I think, needs a team like the champions.
And for those that aren't able to attend today's event but would like to stay in contact with you, provide your contact information, please.
You can come on over to our table. We have our business cards on our table, and we are all quite friendly.
What's the website and or phone number for people to contact you?
The best place to contact us would be breastcancereducation.org.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I am currently here with,
Joyce Mays,
and you are here representing what organization today?
Sabathani Community Center.
And what are you guys talking about today with the community?
I'm the senior program coordinator, and
My name is Rebecca Floyd, and I am the community health navigator.
Thank you for joining me, ladies.
oh, you're welcome. We're happy to be here and talk about our Sabathani Spring Health Fair, Better Together.
And what are some of the services you guys are offering at the health fair coming up?
We are doing diabetes screenings, A1C, blood pressure checks. We're doing PSA, prostate screenings, lead testing for children under the age of 6. We're having CPR classes, and we are doing training for Narcan administration. And
It sounds like you guys are doing a lot that are going to be preventative for our community. Getting ahead of a lot of the healthcare issues we face sounds like the theme of a lot of what's going on in the space today. What day is the event taking place and from what time?
April 13th, that's a Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the first 100 people to register get a free box lunch. And you go online to www.sabathani.org.
Wonderful. And that'll be the area for people to sign up or to register?
Yes. If you come across one of our flyers, you can use a QR code for people who use smartphones.
Is this event free and open to the public?
Yes, it is. Please come out and join us. Our focus is on diabetes prevention, which is really prevalent in our community. So we'd like everyone to come out and take advantage of the screenings, have some fun with the dance lines. Did you mention that?
we're having Carib dancing instructor, and then we're having a line dancing and activities for children. Just a lot of fun.
So this is a family-friendly event as well.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So we know that today's event was more senior focused, but this is a health fair that's for the whole family to receive care and treatment. You were talking about some of the health screenings that are going to be offered, lead screenings in children. Can you share the importance of that for people that are unfamiliar with that nature of the work?
Well, a lot of kids will have lead poisoning and the parents won't even know about it, and it causes a lot of problems with them, learning problems later on, behavior. I'm not sure of the whole scope of things, but very important. The main focus for our health fair is diabetes, so we want to make sure that people know that, because that's something that's so prevalent in our community, and we're trying to get a hold of it. Following up the health fair, we're going to have classes for chronic disease management. We're going to have healthy cooking classes and exercise classes for people to sign up. So we are hoping to get some people to sign up for the classes.
I think that's wonderful. And Sabathani Community Center is a building that has such historical precedent in the state of Minnesota.
It's the heart of South Minneapolis, and we're located at 310 East 38th Street.
Thank you both for sharing this information, but also for joining us today.
Oh, thank you, Ann.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
I am currently here with.
My name is Gloria Coles, and I'm a community health worker here in Minneapolis, but I'm here today representing Women Heart. the National Coalition of Women Living with or at Risk of Heart Disease, and we're based out of Washington, D.C.
Can you talk about some of the resources and/or programming you are offering to the community today at the health fair?
Well, one of the signature pieces that we always have at all of our outreach events is called a red bag of courage. And I'd just like to hold it up just for a moment just to show it. At all of our outreach events, we have these bags and we present them to people who stop by our tables. And they are called our red bags of courage. And inside of these bags are information about heart disease. Heart disease, a lot of people don't know, but heart disease kills more women than all cancers combined.
Can you say that again for the people that are at home?
Heart disease kills more women than all cancers combined. If you ask women generally, what do you think is actually the biggest killer of women? And they will usually say breast cancer. But heart disease kills than all of the cancers combined. So if you look at breast cancer, if you look at lung cancer, if you look at colon cancer, heart disease kills more women than all of those cancers combined. Because heart disease can impact a woman at any age and at any stage in her life. And so that's why it's important that we get this information out to women. It's so important. The life you save may be your own.
I think that's very important and very powerful for you to be out here talking about. For people that are unable to make it to today's event but want to stay in contact with you or your organization, how do they reach you guys?
They can reach out to womenheart.org. It's just like it's spelled, just like it's here on the bag. Womenheart.org.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for the work that you're doing in our community to improve the lives of us all.
Thank you so very much for stopping by. Take care and stay well.
Currently here with
Dagmar Koch with Volunteers of America.
Okay. And what organization are you guys? You said Volunteers of America. What specific branch?
And AmeriCorps Seniors. So I'm a volunteer coordinator with AmeriCorps Seniors, and we are sponsored by Volunteers of America.
Okay. Now, what resources are you guys here highlighting and sharing with the community?
I'm a volunteer coordinator, so we're working with nonprofits, other nonprofits who utilize volunteers, and we help those nonprofits find volunteers, but we're also having volunteer programs within Volunteers of America. And in addition to that, we have an exercise program for people 55 and older. It's called SAIL, Stay Independent and Active for Life, and it's a very great evidence-based program. And we're trying to help people get the exercise they need to stay more independent and stay in their homes and prevent falls.
And how often are the classes taking place?
We have, right now we have about 11 or 12 classes all over the city, and they take place every 2 weeks at a minimum. There's one class that does it actually 3 times a week, and they are at different locations, and we're also looking into expanding into other locations. So they could be anywhere in a community center or in high rises or anywhere where people live together, and the nice opportunity about that is also for people to get together and find relationships and community.
Are these classes free and open to the public?
Yes, they are entirely free, and we provide ankle weights for the strength training, and they are a loan, so people don't have to purchase anything, and they are free for everyone, 55 and older.
And then lastly, for people that haven't gotten opportunity to come out to today's event but want to follow up with you guys, what is the contact information for them to do so?
They can contact me directly, and my name is Dagmar, so they can, I have an email, it's dagmar@koch.org. voamn.org, or they can call me at 612-704-6114.
Thank you so much, Doug.
Yeah, anytime.
I am here with,
Anita Raymond.
And Lucas Spaeth.
and you guys are here representing what organization?
So we're part of Volunteers of America, Minnesota. We represent two different programs. I'm with the Center for Excellence in Supported Decision Making.
And I'm with the State and Elder Law Services.
Okay, and can you guys explain just a little bit about the nature of that work?
Right. So at the Center for Excellence in Supported Decision Making, we host Minnesota's statewide guardianship information line. So it's a free service for anyone in Minnesota who has questions and worries about a person who might need a guardian, who has a guardian, a family member who's concerned about an individual, a professional who's concerned. So they can call and talk with our expert social workers about how do we avoid guardianship? How do we meet the person's needs? These are usually people who have a neurocognitive disorder like a dementia or an intellectual or developmental disability or maybe a psychiatric condition that causes them to not be able to make, or people are worried that they can't make their own decisions. And sometimes people think they need a guardian. And so we're doing a lot of work about trying to avoid guardianship to address a person's needs, but maybe in ways where we don't have to involve the courts, because that brings a lot of unintended consequences and costs. And when it is needed, it's a good tool, but we want to avoid it where we can. So we spend time with people on the phone trying to sort through the options about those issues.
Yes, and we're a small two-lawyer firm, and we practice elder law, which is a big blanket term for basically all the legal issues with growing old in America, guardianships, special needs trust, probate, estate planning, things like that. And we operate as a nonprofit, which means we're not driven by profit. Our legal fees are lower than most firms, and we try to make it affordable for everyone who comes in the door. So we have a kind of a sliding fee scale. Everybody pays it. Most people pay a different rate, and it's based on their ability to pay. So trying to increase access to legal services for anybody.
That's amazing. Now talk to me about some of the resources and or services you guys are offering to the public here today.
So today we've brought a lot of information about a concept called supported decision making, which is a way just to help people be able to understand their situation and make their decisions without having a guardian. So we have information at our table about that. We're really talking a lot about healthcare directives, which is a legal tool where a person can, today when they're well, they can say, if there's ever a time in the future where I can't make my own medical decisions, I want this agent that I'm writing down in the document to be my decision maker, or I want the doctors to follow these healthcare instructions. So we're talking today with a lot of people about the importance of completing a healthcare directive.
And then for people that were unable to come to today's event but want to stay connected to the work you guys are doing in the community, how would they do that? Can you provide us with your contact information?
Absolutely. So the Center for Excellence in Supported Decision Making's Guardianship Information Line at 952-945-4174 or CESDM@voamn.org is the contact information for our Guardianship Information Line.
Thank you both for joining me, and thank you for coming out to the event today and providing us with the resources you guys did.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay. I am currently here with
Don Colbert,
Barbara Brown.
And you both are known as the advocates with Volunteer of America, correct?
Somewhat. We try to communicate and convey our experiences with Volunteers of America. We've been with them for several years, and we've enjoyed the relationship also.
What keeps bringing you back to participate with Volunteers of America?
Well, I tell you, they're a very good organization. I've been with them for, I say about 7-8 years. Unfortunately, I lost my wife last September. Thank you, 2023. But I kept coming back because I enjoy the relationship. I appreciate what they've done for me, and I hope that I can relate some of my, unfortunate experiences in the past and help someone along the way. That's why I keep coming back.
What brings you back to working with Volunteers of America?
They have been, other than my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, they have been a lifesaver for me.
because I've been dealing with this problem with my husband for about 25 years. And there are days when I get tired, but they keep me moving. And I'm the oldest one, I think, in the group, so they're all my children.
I definitely heard that you are the mother of the group, so I definitely had to make sure I spoke to both of you. Now, talk to me about some of the concerns that you hear from elders out in the community while you guys are doing this work, and some of the ways that we can support you.
Well, you can support us. These organizations that have caregivers working for them need to make their caregivers go into these dementia programs and learn all about people with dementia. Because a lot of people with dementia are being mistreated because the caregivers that are caring for them think that they're playing with them, or this is not what they need to do. When you get dementia, you change. I'm taking care of my husband, and my husband was the sweetest man I know. We were married for 63 years. But now I have to look at him in a different light, and I have to love him in spite of everything that he might say to me. But the public needs to know more about dementia than what we know. I've learned quite a bit. I didn't know there were so many different kinds of dementia. And as I say, I've been with this now for about over 25 years. So I'm here to tell you that if you don't have Christ in you, you can't do this job. Because you're going to be insulted. There's times when you got to cry. There are times when you got to laugh. But Volunteers of America have been there when my husband's in the hospital. They come and they took me to visit him. And so there's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for them because they've done so much for me.
I think that's very well said.
They have covered my back just the way God has covered my back. And I love them. I love them. And all of us that are caregivers, we know what it is to have a loved one. And we don't want to see our loved ones in homes. But sometimes it gets to that part where you have to. So the public needs to know more about what happens to a person when they have Alzheimer's or any type of dementia. They need to be educated on it. Because if you don't have that education and you don't know what you're dealing with, this is a rough road.
Yes, ma'am. Can you share with me some of the things points of opportunity that you've heard from other elders in the community while you've been working as an advocate, and how we can support you guys in that effort?
You know, it's very difficult for me because they have helped me more than I can convey from my experiences. That's why I'm here. I really can't speak for the other people because unfortunately I've gotten more from them than I could ever convey to other people.
Do you have a word of encouragement for somebody that may be in the role of a caregiver, for them to keep going?
The only one word I can say is patience. And that's what they taught me. And that's what they preach at the Volunteers of America, patience. In addition to other things, of course. But that's love and patience. 2 words.
I think those are 2 very important words. Thank you both for your work in advocacy, but also your work in the community and being here with us today.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Mr. Colvin said it just right. Patience and love. You better have Christ in you when you start this job. If not, you're in trouble.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you both for joining me today. I am here with
Isaac Keel.
And you are here representing what organization today?
We're here with the Indian Health Board of Minneapolis.
Now talk to me a little bit about what resources and programming you guys are talking about with people that are stopping by today.
We are a community health clinic that's available to all community members. We're located on the south side of Minneapolis, between the 13th, 14th, 24th on 24th Street. Again, we are available for all community members Monday through Fridays at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We offer a range of medical, dental services, mental services, again, all range and all facets. In my capacity, I work as a patient navigator, so I help with clients applying for health coverage and their health insurance. So that's kind of the basis of what we offer and provide for the community.
Okay. Now, do you guys also offer any type of language support for people that may not be English speakers?
We do have translation interpreters on site that help availability to deal with that capacity, definitely. So we do have the translators that help with translation for Hispanic and Latino community members, as well as we do have offers for Native Americans as well. But definitely, it's definitely, yes.
And then for anybody that was not able to come out to the event today and connect with you guys, how do they stay connected? Either provide us with an address, a phone number, or you guys have social media?
We are the Indian Health Board of Minneapolis. You can find us online at the www.indianhealthboard.com. Does provide our telephone number and contact information. As for right now, that's what I can provide.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
I am currently here with
Val Rubin Rashad.
And you are here representing what organization?
The University of Minnesota Youth and AIDS Projects.
Now talk to me about the items that you are holding, but also the resources you guys are offering to the community today.
So we have a lot of swag that we give out at health fairs. So this is a journal we're promoting. We have a program that's focused on testing, HIV testing for Black women. And we also want to get the information out to the community about PrEP. And PrEP is a pre-exposure prophylactics, so it's a one pill once a day, so women or men wouldn't get exposed to HIV. So that's a program that we have available.
Now, what are some of the resources and things that you are sharing with the community today? I see you're holding a couple things here. Can you kind of explain some of this?
This is just the swag to bring people to the booth, to bring them in, to give things away. But we have HIV testing, we have care and prevention, we have medical case management, non-medical case management, and then we are expanding our services to work with people who may be at risk for HIV, but not HIV positive, and then we can provide services for them as well. So housing, mental health. It's not that you had sex with the wrong person, it's the why. The why. So we're trying to address the why and how can we offer services to end the epidemic. In Minnesota, 300 people a year have been tested positive for the last 20 years. Most of them look like this. Not female identified, but brown, right? So how can we address the problem? So that's what we're trying to do. And I have swag to bring people in just to get tested and to know their status.
So what's next on the horizon for YAP?
So YAP, we do have a COVID program right now, so we're trying to get information out about COVID. Again, we're expanding our testing programs. So that's what we're doing. That's on the horizon for YAP.
COVID is still very prevalent in our community, and it is still causing people a lot of detrimental health because of the impact of it. So it's still important for us to be washing our hands, to be staying indoors if we're sick, to be staying 6 feet apart from people, to stay home if you are not feeling well. If you have to go out, please make sure that you are still masking. There are also opportunities for you to get tested, receive free tests at home, as well as getting the vaccinations. The sites are still open across the greater Twin Cities area.
And can I say, if you go to yapmn.org, we have testing sites that are available. There are places that are incentivizing tests up to $100, not tests, up to $100 just to get vaccinated. So it's a win-win.
It is, and $100 is worth coming out and not only taking care of your health, but also being able to get that money in your pocket.
Yes, yes. So come out, visit our website, yapmn.org, and it'll let you know what sites or where you can go to get vaccinated, and then just look out for us at different health fairs. This was a very successful health fair, and thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Like getting the word out and getting this out to the community. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for the amazing resources and swag that you are providing to our community today.
Thank you so much.
I'm currently here with
Robin Frazier.
And you are here on behalf of what organization?
I'm here on behalf of the Center for Healthy Aging and Innovation at the University of Minnesota, and also our Alter Dementia Friendly program.
Can you talk to us about the resources and/or programming you are highlighting today at the health fair?
Yes, today we are highlighting our Alter program, and the Alter program was developed by Dr. Fayron Epps at Emory University, and what we do is we have training and resources for the churches to help their congregants that have memory loss or any form of Alzheimer's and dementia. And so we have 6 churches here in the Twin Cities, and we have funding to recruit 4 more.
Okay, now for somebody that wasn't able to come and participate or get information from you guys, how do we stay connected to the work you guys are doing?
Yes, you can contact myself. My number is 763-360-7582, and I would be happy to share information on the Alter program.
Thank you so much for joining me and for coming today and sharing your amazing work.
Thank you.
A very special thank you to everyone represented at the Lopit Foundation, at Volunteers of America, for having us today at the Community Health Fair. I hope something that was said today you have found informative, educational, and/or inspiring. As always, I am your host, Anna Orr. This is Community Connections, airing right here on OROMIA11. I look forward to connecting again with you soon.
Ergaan armaan gadi. Ergaan armaan gadii kun waajjira eegumsa fayyaa Minisootaatiin isiniif dhiyaata. Gara biyya biraa imaluudhaaf karoora qabdanii yoo imaluuf karoora qabaattan isinii fi miseensonni maatii keessanii talaallii dhibee gifiraa, dhukkuba maanfisii fi rubeelaa yookiin MMR fudhachuu keessan mirkaneeffadha. Dhibeen gifiraa dhukkuba baay'ee daddarbaa ta'ee fi yeroo namni dhukkuba kanaan qabame qufa'u yookiin haxxifatu qilleensa keessa babal'atudha. Talaallii fudhachuun immoo dhukkuba gifiraatiin akka hin qabamne nama ittisuu danda'a. Imalarraa deebitanii torban 3 keessatti mallattoolee akka laayidaa yookiin dhaqna gubaa fi madaa diimatee qaamatti bahu yoo ofirratti argitan doktora keessanitti bilbilaa. Iddoo itti imaltanii turtan ibsaa fi odeeffannoo dabalataatiif liinkii armaan gadii kana tuquudhaan daawwadhaa.